simultaneously. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah!
Alrighty, ladies and gents. I'm Scott.
And I'm Bill.
And this is
the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show.
Epi number 88. Wow, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. It's a jam-packed show. We're not going to stretch topics like for 20 minutes.
Sometimes we do that by accident.
Yeah.
Because they just get so interesting. Look at that. Check this out. Check out these sweet seat upgrades we just got.
Shout out to Stephanie.
Just hooked us right the heck up. Now I feel so much more cushioned.
Okay, so let's get into it. So one of the big things that happened, other than Selena Gomez making her Instagram private, which we'll get into in a second, that's what you call a tease in the business, Eminem posted the track list for his upcoming album, Revival. Did you see the track list yet, Bill?
I saw the list of featured performers.
Okay. So,
and I wrote them down, but I didn't print it out, so that's all on my computer.
All right, well, I'm bringing up his Instagram right now.
You know what? While you do that, I'm going to come over here.
His album will allegedly now come out next week, the 15th. So on the album, there's going to be 19 songs. There's features from Beyonce, Fresher, Ed Sheeran, Alicia Keys, the X-Ambassadors, Skylar Grey, Kehlani.
None of these really surprise
Pink.
me, other than X-Ambassadors and Ed Sheeran. Those are some interesting choices for features.
Yeah.
19 tracks. Is this going to include like skits? Are we going back to the skit days? Because that's a lot of tracks. But then again, you got Chris Brown with his 45-track album, and I don't know if did that have skits on it? I don't know. I didn't listen to it.
That's a good question. I don't think
we
it
don't
did,
know.
actually.
I don't think it did either. So it very well could be 19 solid tracks of Eminem slow jam piano ballads. I did listen. Okay, I remember the first time we listened to that song, and we were like, "What is this?" But at the end, have you listened to like the last 3 seconds of the song where he's like,
stand.
"Yeah, that's pretty awesome." I kind of feel like that makes up for the whole 5 minutes of, crooning.
Do you think Eminem has waited too long to reveal the track list and actually put out the album? I feel like his buzz was a month ago. I don't know if people are as excited for an Eminem album now as they were this time last month. And no shot at M, but it's a shot.
Honestly, I think he did just about everything wrong you could possibly do promoting this. Like, the one thing that he really did right was that sort of viral pharmacy campaign.
Right.
But that was like a one-shot type thing, and then,
That's when he should have rolled out the album that next week.
The album should have come out right around then. And then, he released the slow song with Beyonce, and it's just, and it's all about him whining about how he's not perfect. Like, that is not what you expect from Eminem.
Especially after you had a song called Rap God.
Right.
You were just a god, and now you're human.
So, and then you gotta wait to the end of the very end of the 5-minute song for the punchline, But if you haven't listened to the whole thing, listen to the last few seconds. It's pretty fun.
And if you want to check out the actual track list and see the songs, there's a link right below. Comment and let us know what your favorite song is, and then tomorrow we can discuss that on the Cubicle Show at the end, because we will get into how you voted on if Die Hard is a Christmas movie. That will be at the end of the show, because the poll is open for just a few more minutes, so head to the Jams and 96.3 Twitter and poll it up, baby. And speaking of Ed Sheeran being on Eminem's album, Ed Sheeran has dethroned Drake as the most streamed artist according to Spotify. I guess he brought in, what is it, over
6.3 billion streams for the Sheermeister.
And to put it in perspective, that's almost 2 billion, 2.5 billion, or 1.5 billion more streams than what Drake even got last year on it.
4.7 was Drake's stream numbers last year.
Which also goes to the whole thing that we've been saying, at least I've been saying for a couple months now, has Drake's clout been diminishing? Does he not have so many, does he only have, he used to have 100 clout tokens, does he only have 80 now?
I think yes, but I think that's because he's letting them go away. I think if Drake wanted to, he was working nonstop for 8 years.
Right.
And so if he wanted to, I'm sure he could, but he's got so much money, and he just wants to sit on his clout tokens for a little while and let them depreciate.
Let them go up in value like Bitcoin?
Yeah, so when he comes back, who knows?
So are you saying I'm Bitcoining Drake right now?
I think you're Bitcoining Drake, yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what you're doing. So this is, just keep in mind, Ed Sheeran was snubbed by the Grammys in the big three categories, right? So he wasn't nominated for album, record, or song of the year, which is kind of surprising considering how well his album did. But according to Spotify, it's like, we know what the people want, right? He's the most streamed male artist. His album Divide was the most streamed of the year, and Shape of You was the most streamed song of the year. 1.4 billion streams of Shape of You. So that's the most streamed song in history on Spotify.
That's a lot of streamage.
Now, do keep this in mind, though.
Tell him.
Let's Bitcoin Drake back up a little bit. Let's inflate his ego, because that's worldwide data. In the United States, Drake is still number one. He's still the most streamed artist of the year in the U.S., and Kendrick Lamar's album, Damn, was the number one album on Spotify in the U.S.
And by the way, that new song with Taylor Swift that has Ed Sheeran rapping on it, his accent kills me.
Ed Sheeran?
Yeah.
Can I say something about that? I haven't had a chance to say this on the air yet. Okay, it's called Endgame, right? She's like, I want to be your Endgame. I want to be your A-Team. I want to be your first dream or something like that. Okay, so she's got Ed Sheeran and Future feature on this song, right? A-Team was Ed Sheeran's first hit. She completely misses a chance to be like, I want to be your A-Team. I want to be your Future. Come on! Like, I want to be your Jumpman. I don't know. I want to be your Hendrix. Something.
Why
you make
are
a Future
you not
reference.
A writer for her?
I should be. That's how you make the real money in the music business.
Oh, what's his name? That Jack, dude from Bleachers?
Oh, yeah, Jack Antonoff.
Jack Antonoff, you failed.
You messed up on this one, big guy.
You dropped the ball here.
I do like Bleachers, though.
I do, too, but you dropped the damn ball, man. All right, so Time Magazine announced earlier this morning their, what is it called?
Person of the year.
People of the Year, Person of the Year. And they gave it to the Silence Breakers, the whole Me Too movement, for basically changing everything. Now, they have like a couple people on the cover here. So they have Ashley Judd, they have Taylor Swift, they have Susan Flower, who was a former Uber engineer, and a couple other people. Now, I get it, but Person of the Year, I would like to see it go to a person.
Yeah,
personally,
that'd be
you know
nice.
what I mean? Like, it's a great thing. Like, it's a big movement. It definitely changed the landscape of everything. For real, it's all changed. Like, but I would have liked to seen it go to a person if it's called, Person of the Year.
I ain't gonna touch this one. These are the kind of people you say one wrong thing to piss them off, you lose your job. So, like this Netflix guy that just got fired for like the rape allegations.
Yeah.
That are like 15 years old, and like law enforcement investigated
the
claims,
guy that used to
said
be
they
on
were
the 70s
baseless.
show?
I don't know what his name is. I just saw this in passing, but I was just like, all it takes these days is for somebody to accuse you of something, and you're done, and that's it. So that's great.
Gonna roll over it?
Nice job. Yeah, let's go to the next thing.
So Taylor Swift, she is one of the people on the cover of the Time magazine for the Silence Breakers, and there was something that happened with Taylor Swift. What happened with Taylor Swift?
Well, Kim Kardashian's fans.
That's it. That's what it was.
Oh no, Taylor Swift's fans are firing back at Kim Kardashian. All right,
Why?
so remember the whole snake emoji thing, 2016. You had the famous, and Taylor was pissed at Kanye because she didn't give approval for the lyric, but then it turned out Kim had video of her giving approval for the lyric in that song, and so she was like the snake emoji, and everybody was going after Taylor Swift on Instagram, posting snake emojis everywhere. So then Taylor came out with Reputation, Look What You Made Me Do, trying to take back the snake emoji thing, and so now it was a couple days ago, like 2 days ago, that Taylor posted on Instagram the cover of British Vogue that she's featured on. So right after that, Kim posted a picture of herself on the set of the famous music video. So people were kind of thinking she's throwing shade by doing that. So Taylor Swift's fans went to Kim's page and started plastering rat emojis all over the place. Like, Kim, you're a rat. And the symbolism here is that snakes eat rats. And I think that's great, and it only took them a year and a half to come up with that. It's like a year and 8 months. That was like April of 2016. So, well done, Swifties. You did it. I don't think it's their fault, though, because I feel like they were kind of just waiting to see what Taylor would do, whether she was going to keep playing the victim or whether she was like going to go on the attack after this album came out. And that's what she did. She went on the attack. So, there they go. There goes the Swift army.
The Swift army,
the Swifties, yeah. So that's kind of interesting to me. I live for that kind of like petty drama. That really just gets my gears going. I love.
How'd your gears get going with Selena Gomez making her Instagram private?
Well, that was a little bit weirder.
Drama.
That is, yeah.
That's high school at its finest.
I don't know. I think it might actually be a little bit more involved. This one's a shaky subject. So last night, Selena Gomez made her Instagram private for a brief time. I think nobody's entirely sure why. She posted a thing on her Instagram story, which she deleted really quickly. It was a picture of the interview she did with Billboard. They just did an interview with her where they named her Person of the Year for 2017. But she posted it really zoomed in on the text, so you can't even make out a full sentence. And she put her own text over top of it that said, "Never will I let another human guess my words ever again, or invite them in my home. That is so hurtful." The most ridiculous part of that...
So she's going to not let anybody in her house ever again?
Yeah, she said the most ridiculous part of that is no one knowing my heart when I say things. So I think what she means is she's not going to let interviewers come in.
Oh.
She doesn't want to give out interviews because it seems like...
Well, humans aren't just interviewers. Does she know
right.
that?
Yeah. I mean, if we're getting down to the real nitty-gritty of it, you are 100% correct.
Damn.
So don't Bitcoin humans like that, Selena.
Yeah, come on,
but anyway,
Selena.
I think somebody made a bigger deal out of something that she said than she intended, and she didn't like it. And so I think she kind of maybe threw a little temper tantrum and made her Instagram private, which is silly. Because she's the most followed person on Instagram. She has 130 million followers. So making your Instagram private's not doing a whole heck of a lot at that point. I think she realized it because she then made it public again.
Wow. And another wow factor out there these days is Tupac Shakur, right? So Tupac's been dead for 20 years now.
96,
like that.
So 21.
21 years. Well, there is a photo that was taken in the mid-90s at a house party where Tupac is exposing himself down below, and somebody snapped a photo of it. Now this photo is being sold. This woman now wants $7,500 for this naked picture of Tupac Shakur. One, Bill.
Yes.
Is that too little for a rare picture of a naked Tupac? And two, isn't it weird to be buying naked pictures of dead people? Like
covering both extremes here. Okay, well, let's get G-Dog. Let's get a flame royal take.
So G-Dog.
I gotta deliver this to Pistol Pete though.
Oh, Pistol Pete.
Door.
Well, a door. He does. Look at that.
There you go.
That's beautiful.
Helping out.
All right, so $7,500. Is that an appropriate price for a naked picture of Tupac?
What?
Yeah,
somebody's trying to sell Tupac's old nudie pictures for
really?
$7,500.
Yeah.
Is
too
that
low, right?
are we underselling him?
Too low.
You Bitcoining
or
Tupac?
is that too much? He's a legend.
I don't think. How do you even know they're real?
Ooh.
Oh, you need the certificate of authenticity stamped on that.
Right.
You can't. Guy's dead.
Ooh, see?
Damn.
You can't even get him to sign
Speaking
it.
of being dead, is it weird to buy naked pictures of dead people?
Well, I don't know. Don't you? I mean, wouldn't you buy a naked picture of Hugh Hefner? See, I think he would want you to. But
like, he's like the person that would be all about it.
yeah, exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? But like,
would you buy a naked picture of Marilyn Monroe?
I would not buy a naked picture of anybody. I think it's disrespectful.
You're lying.
I've never bought a naked picture of anybody.
Well, see, I think Marilyn Monroe was more out there doing that. It'd be different if you're talking about somebody that I think gets naked and poses naked. Somebody that doesn't, I think that's
yeah.
Different.
We gotta clarify that.
I just love it how you guys come up with these topics. It's just like, really.
It's what's going on in the world
it's
today.
riveting
John.
content.
Amazing content, just delivered.
Would you
every
buy
day
naked pictures of dead
during
people?
The Cubicle Show.
It's better than the R. Kelly sex dungeon. So
Yeah, stop
right?
talking about
That one didn't make it to the air.
No, that was a couple months ago. That was like our worst show ever. We spent like 8 minutes on the R. Kelly.
That show almost got this show canceled.
It was bad.
Cancellation.
It was bad. Yeah,
You
no,
guys
I
almost
don't.
got the hook like Matt Lauer did last
Oh, damn.
All right, person of
With
the
that being
year. Yeah, all right, slam that person of the year button.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it's weird. I don't want to.
Yeah, I definitely think it's weird.
Naked people.
That it yeah.
So
All
let's move on to the next thing. That's something a little more lighthearted.
Now, if he was alive,
I still don't think I want a naked picture of Tupac, especially because he'd be like, what? He'd be, how old would he be?
40 something?
In his 40s? Dang, so he's like the same age as Eminem?
yeah, around there.
Wow. Do you think he would still be a legend if he wasn't dead? Or are he and Biggie just legends? Because this is not a new question. I'm not coming up with.
I think that I think when people die early, it like makes them bigger than what they possibly would have been if they didn't die.
Because you think of all the stuff that they could have done and didn't.
Yeah.
And you build that up in your mind.
Yeah.
I think,
you think of like Tupac and Kurt Cobain,
right.
and there's a long list of people, and I think the death helps them out. Can't even lie.
Just in time for the holiday season.
Yeah.
Speaking of the holidays,
so according to
Christmas movies,
well, what
the
about
Twitter
Michael
poll.
Jackson, even though he, died after he was, at the
already
height
a
of his
legend,
career, and then now he's made more money than
That's great.
in the last.
It's the death hype.
10 years or 8 years since
Post-mortem
he died.
hype.
Does that money go to Paris and Blanket?
Yeah, it goes to his family.
Damn. So that's why Paris Hilton's just all wilding out
Paris
on her
Hilton?
Instagram.
Paris Jackson.
Yeah. Is her name Paris? It is Paris,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Paris and Blanket.
Okay.
And something else, right? There's 3 of them.
Yeah, what's the other son's name?
It's like a normal name.
Jeffrey?
Right? Hold on, let me
I
just
don't
Google
know.
Jackson Kid
Okay,
real
well,
quick.
he's getting the Jackson
Yeah,
Kid
you-
name. So yesterday we asked the question, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? And 75% of people say it's not a Christmas movie.
Prince Jackson, so it's not a normal name.
That's kind of interesting that he named his kid Prince. I'm sure this conversation.
Oh wait,
been had
Michael
a million
Joseph
times.
Jackson Jr. Oh, is that Blanket? Is Blanket a nickname? I don't know.
think so.
I feel like I need to do some investigative journalism.
But
on
the
this
fact
one.
that he named a kid Prince when he allegedly had that rivalry with Prince is kind of interesting.
You think he's throwing shade back before throwing shade was even a
Damn.
thing?
Are we talking about a topic
He
that
was-
was discussed like probably 20 years ago?
Was he
Like,
shooting sperm to throw shade? That was just wow.
a
That's
whole
next
nother
level.
level. And with
Probably
that
shouldn't
being
have said
said,
that.
we are out of here for the day.
Yeah, let's cut this one off before I dig myself into a hole even further.
So tomorrow we'll be back at it. Go to the Jams Facebook. Well, you're on the Facebook, obviously. And just
Stay
a few
here.
minutes, I'm going to post on the Facebook Eminem's track list. But right now it's on our Instagram page. Go there and let us know what song you're looking forward to hearing the most from Eminem's upcoming album. We'll read them off tomorrow on the show. So Jams963 on Instagram is going to be here shortly on the Facebook page. So, yeah, thank you for the interaction. Until tomorrow. Oh, yeah, Monday through Thursday, 10:30.
Sorry.
No problem. Monday through Thursday, 10:30 Eastern Time.
Because that's the only time zone that matters.
That's what I was missing. He was waiting for the Eastern Time.
I was, yes.
He wasn't going to bail me out.
Mm-mm.
He was going to
You gotta,
leave me
Patriots
hanging
mug,
down
do
there.
your job.
Wow. This guy. Okay.
Do your job.
Bye.
One. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show! That's what I'm talking about, boy! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Not a rectangle show. Not a triangle show. Not a pyramid show. It's a cubicle show. Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Cubicle Show. We're just gonna one. Boy!